watching BTV.
The expectations of high standards of environmental and social responsibility puts mining companies like Golden Predator under multiple microscopes. Even so, the company now has all the licensing in place to move forward with the reopening of the Brewery Creek gold mine in the Yukon. Golden Predator is a company firmly committed to ESG principles, one that acknowledges the mining industry had to evolve.
I think historically the mining industry was sometimes its own worst enemy. It was very focused on the bottom line, it was very focused on production, and sort of left behind the community.
The community includes the Trondequetchen First Nation. Chief Roberta Joseph and other First Nations leaders work closely with Golden Predator, but that sort of relationship is a relatively new dynamic.
100 years ago, we were not really included in the mining activity, although it was First Nations people who had discovered gold in our traditional territory. But today that's different. We have a good working relationship with Golden Predator. Trondequetchen supports sustainable projects, working with us to ensure that mitigative measures and environmental measures are at a standard that is acceptable to ensure that future generations are able to use the land and enjoy the land in a way that we continue to enjoy it today.
The First Nations participate in licensing, permitting, and in socio-economic assessment reviews. But as far as Janet Lee Sheriff is concerned, any legal agreements between Golden Predator and First Nations are just part of the equation.
We've worked, I would say, tirelessly to build a strong relationship and always think of ways that we could be improving. It's a holistic approach that we take. It's cultural, environmental, economic, and spiritual because of the connection to the land.
So beyond engaging with elected leaders, Golden Predator has included the voices of the elders and other members of the community.
The Elders and Residents program came out of a community meeting held in Watson Lake, where an elder from the community, Mary Caesar, came up to me after the meeting and said that we really needed to find a way to involve the elders in our project. And we had 80 elders, youth and staff together for 3 days in the fall, and it turned into like a cultural exchange. And it's really their voices speaking about mining and how they see going forward.
This is our traditional territory. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be here forever. So things like restoration and reclamation are important to us.
While the concerns of First Nations may be more immediate, Janet Lee Sheriff believes they are definitely shared by many others.
Investors now are more progressive and they have more social responsibility. So it's really important that we evolve and speak to investors and their interests as well as the community interests.
Mindful of the interests of all parties, Golden Predator will continue to advance the Brewery Creek gold mine back into production.